Good morning again from your Randolph County Emergency Operations Center as we bring you an update. Our second time this week, and this is completing our third week of bringing these updates to you twice a week. And as I said earlier, hope that this is informative to you. Susan Hayes, our Public Health Director, will be along after me and bring you some more detail on some of these issues. But our cases this morning are up to 42. I think the significance of that is that last Thursday, 1 week ago, when we came here to you, we had 19 cases. So we're up 23 in a week. Tuesday morning, when we reported to you, we had 36. 36. So we're up 6 since Tuesday. Susan will, as I said, will give you some more detail on that. You're also going to hear today from Chad Gurley. Chad is our newer employee, our veterans officer here in the county, and I think you'll find him to be very informative. And the great job that Chad has done with our veterans here is just amazing, and the help that he's providing to our veterans and those that are needed among us. So look forward to having Chad to present to you today. You might be hearing something about these critical infrastructure employees. When we talk about safety and our safe distancing and our staying home rules, these folks, they have to stay out and continue to work. Even if they exhibit some of the conditions, if they're asymptomatic, they still have to work. So just please remember our first responders, our law enforcement, our health officials who they can't really go and stay out of the way like some of us can do perhaps. So just remember them in your daily life and in your prayers. So that's what you can look forward to today. I'm not going to take a lot more of the time. I do want to maybe give you another little inspirational thought this morning, as I've been doing. I don't know why I got that started, but it seems to make a difference, and I just want to bring that. I think if you'll remember, Tuesday we talked about hope. Well, hope comes from faith. And in Hebrews, Paul writes, faith is the substance of things hoped for. So without faith, we have no hope. And it says, then it is also the evidence of things not seen. Christ, in one of his teachings, referred to the faith at the size of a grain of mustard seed. And he said, if your faith was the size of a grain of mustard seed, you could say to that mountain, be moved over yonder, and the mountain would be moved. And so if faith is able to move mountains, then we all have those proverbial mountains in our life. The coronavirus certainly is the one that comes to mind right now, but you all have various mountains that we have to overcome and deal with in our life. And if we have faith, then we have hope that we will endure and we will overcome in those circumstances in our life. And in our illnesses, again, as we think about the coronavirus, Christ also told the parable of the woman at the well. And he said to her, go, your faith has made you well. So we have faith this morning that gives us hope. And we always say we're in this together, and we're going to come out of it on the other side, and we're going to be better, we're going to be stronger for it. So keep your faith and keep your hopes up and keep your prayers. And we always say, let's help God help us. And let's practice our safe distancing and our stay at homes as best we can. And we've been getting some of these cases sort of in groups. We had the church early on. We've had a local business with at least 3 there that just in Randolph County that tested positive. So let's take care as we go about our daily lives, and that will help us get through this quicker. Thank you again for watching and listening to us today, and I'm going to give you to Hal Johnson as we go forward. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Susan Hayes, Randolph County Public Health. Our numbers for Randolph County in terms of COVID-19 cases this morning are 42. We remain at 2 deaths in Randolph County. We were also reminded yesterday by Governor Cooper that we are doing a really good job social distancing. And I just want to reiterate how important that is. We are seeing that curve flatten, and without the social distancing that we are all doing and continue to do, we won't see that happen. So maintain your 6 feet distance from each other. Stay at home as much as possible. Only go out when you have to. Continue to do all those things. I know we have a really big weekend coming up, and it's very hard not to be able to get to see your family or go to church. But you're doing a good job. Keep doing it. Don't let that disappointment make you take chances that you shouldn't take. I also want to say, going into the weekend, because we are having to make Easter so different this year, enjoy the weather, enjoy your yard, enjoy the things that you can enjoy, count your blessings, and thank God for His tender mercies. And I hope that you have a very good Easter.
Good morning. My name is Chad Gurley, Director of Veteran Services, Randolph County Government. It seemed like it's been a long time, but here we are. I'm looking out on YouTube, looking at me face to face with you guys. I want you to know that we are caring about you, we're praying about you, and our veteran service team are here to serve you through this COVID-19 pandemic. A couple of things I want to go over is our policies and procedures with COVID-19 for veteran services operations. Our team of 4 service officers are working remotely via telework. Each one of us are coming in one time a day during the week on assigned days. We're also checking the mail to make sure that we get all of your information so that we can fax it to the Veteran Affairs in either Philadelphia or Janesville, Wisconsin. We also want to talk about the North Carolina Department of Military and Veteran Affairs with operations and appeals. The VA Regional Office in Winston-Salem, North Carolina remains closed to the public. State Veteran Affairs personnel are still representing cases for Randolph County residents. So for those of you who have appeals, your cases are still being worked. The Board of Appeals are doing via virtual hearing technology. We're still accepting 100% disabled veteran property tax exclusion forms for those who are 100% up until May 15th. What you can do outside of our Randolph County Veteran Service Office, we have NCDVA 9 forms that you can fill out. There's also brown forms provided outside of the door. All we ask that you put your name, the last 4 of your social, your address, and your telephone number on the front of those brown envelopes. Once you are done, we will ask that you put those brown envelopes in the drop box that is locked outside of our doors. We have a couple of hot topics. Some of you may have asked, with those who have pending claims, what do we do if we have compensation and pension exams that we cannot go face-to-face at the VA healthcare clinics or medical hospitals? And to answer that question, VA is now doing 3 options. There are some CMP exams that have to be done face-to-face. For example, those of you who may have Agent Orange related disabilities like prostate cancer, those CMP exams will go as scheduled at the VA clinics in Kernersville and Salisbury. The second option for veterans is a system called Acceptable Clinical Evidence, which is ACE. ACE examinations can occur after a medical provider reviews the evidence of record and determines the evidence is sufficient to complete DBQs, which stands for Disability Benefits Questionnaires, with an in-person examination. The third option for veterans is a program called Tele-CMP Examinations. VA Health Administration will call the individual, being you, or your dependent, to make the proper determination. Kernersville clinics will call you from the following number: 336-515-5000. Salisbury VA Medical Center will call you from 704-638-9000. In some instances, Kernersville or Salisbury will defer to third-party contractors like LHI, which stands for Logistics Health Incorporated, and they will call from 1-888-852-1988. Also, QTC, which stands for Quality, Timeliness, and Customer Service, will also call from 215-568-1640 or 1-877-232-2633. 3223. And to reiterate, with these virtual telehealth or tele-CMP examinations, your healthcare provider team or your CMP team will make that determination whether you can do a telehealth CMP examination. And again, if these numbers call you, they are not scams. These are third-party contractors that work with the VA in hopes of relieving CMP examinations during COVID-19. Those of you who have upcoming medical appointments at the following facilities, Salisbury, Kernersville, or Durham, should notify their primary care team if you exhibit fever, shortness of breath, and/or cough immediately. If you find that you're unable to reach your care team due to high call volume, please use myhealthvet.gov. You are able to send a secure message to your primary team or your doctor. Again, these VA clinics are not seeing personnel, veterans, face-to-face. So telehealth and Video Connect are the only resources available for veterans at this time. If you need help registering for a myhealthvet.gov account, contact us at 336-318-6909, and we are more than happy to walk you through. In lieu of in-person doctor visits, I want to reiterate, VA has provided telehealth and VA Video Connect to allow veterans the opportunity to meet their doctors virtually. The link for that is https://www.mobile.va.gov/app/VA/video/connect. And it will give you more information about VA Video Connect. Your primary care team will make the determination as to which method will be suitable. For those of you who would still like to see a doctor in person, the available appointments are scheduling out till June. So doctors will not see any veterans until June, when in-person veteran healthcare clinics are going to resume. The last thing I want to discuss with you all is stimulus checks. A lot of veterans have been calling pertaining to veterans checks and will they receive one? And here are the answers that we have according to IRS.gov and our higher-ups with the state and federal government as far as VA is concerned. People receiving Social Security disability, survivors, and retirement benefits will receive the stimulus payments directly to your bank account on file with the Social Security Administration. This does not cover individuals receiving supplemental security income based on disability or age, nor does it cover veterans receiving disability compensation or pension that do not file taxes. Those of you who receive veteran and survivors pension benefits, stimulus payments are structured as tax credits, not income. So they will not count as income for purposes of determining pension payments against your maximum annual pension rate. And for some of you guys who are receiving pension, you know that your income cannot exceed a certain amount for an annual year. This will not count against you. They will also not count as assets for 12 months. The only stipulation is if you receive the stimulus check, you must spend it within 12 months. If it's after 12 months, then they could consider it net worth. The Senate Committee of Veterans Affairs has recommended that VA issue guidance tolling all deadlines relating to benefit claims for all veterans for 180 days. Again, this is recommended. It's not final as of yet. And when I mean deadlines, I mean anything like deadlines for appeals, which is 1 year. They plan to move that up to 1 year and 6 months. And that's just an example. Again, this is recommended by the Senate Committee of Veteran Affairs. This is not law yet, but it may become law temporarily. You may find guidance and possible changes to the stimulus checks for coronavirus, economic impact payments at https://www.irs.gov/coronavirus/economic-impact-payment-information-center. I want to thank our county leadership, our board of commissioners, our county manager, you the veteran, and your dependents, my fellow department heads and their department workers, and also our staff at the Veteran Service Affairs Office. Again, my name is Chad Gurley with Randolph County Veteran Services, and we are serving with heart from the heart of North Carolina.
Thank you, Chad Gurley, our Randolph County Veteran Service Officer, and thank you, County Commissioner Chairman Darrell Fry and Public Health Director Susan Hayes. Information in any time of crisis is critical, and today's video has been the 6th in a series of informational videos presented by Randolph County government. They are designed to provide you, our Randolph County community, with current information on issues impacting the coronavirus pandemic and actions your county government is taking to ensure our ability to provide continuity in services. The 6 videos have received over 10,000 views, and we thank you for that. The next scheduled video update is Tuesday, April the 14th. They're usually posted on our county webpage by 1 o'clock that afternoon. As we enter the Easter weekend, please remember the true meaning of Easter. Continue to stay safe and keep all our Randolph County community in your prayers. Thank you.